Okay, we're back for another arena run. We're gonna go with Mage this time. And let's see, I will take one. Blizzard is nice. Fireball is good. None of these are great, but I would rather have a... take the Nightblade. I will take a little bit of card draw. Polymorph is good. Tiger is good. Dragon's good. Another Fireball. We don't. I like the Ooze. I don't care for Counter Spell, but Imp Master is a decent 3. Jungle Panther is a good 3. I don't have any 4s yet. This isn't a great 4, but I do like having a little bit of taunt. I know Raging Worgen is good for a mage, but that's something I'm willing to pass on. Acolyte of Pain is also good with the mage. The Berserker is good with the mage, but I'll take a Frostbolt over that. Ancient Brewmaster is a very good 4. We could use one more 3. Some card draw is nice. I'll take the Raging Worgen this time. We've got plenty of 3s now, so we should move on from that, but I guess we'll hold on to another one. And Sea Giant is a good late game card. We could use some more 2s, so Mad Bomber it is. I do like Gurubashi Berserker as a mage card. It's a decent kind of late game card. Frost Elemental is very good. Or, sorry, Water Elemental is very good. Frost Elemental is not that good. Another Water Elemental would be okay. I don't want another Novice Engineer. We already got an Arcane Intellect and an Acolyte, so an Arcane Missile is fine. We don't have any secrets, so Arcanist is bad. Angry Chicken's always bad. Twilight Drake is pretty good. I guess I'll take Cone of Cold over these 2. We really don't have much late game right now, so Lord of the Arena is going to have to be a good late game card in this case. I don't mind Mirror Entity, and we definitely need another late game card, so Ravenhold Assassin sounds good. Alright, let's take this for a quick spin. Okay, this is our first match as the Mage. We're up against Nars the Hunter. I don't feel great about this deck, by the way. It just doesn't seem to have any amazing cards in it. But this is a pretty respectable starting hand. I think we'll hold on to it. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, maybe turn 1 Bomber, turn 2 Ooze, turn 3 over here. I think the Bomber is better. I don't want to risk killing our Ooze next turn. And that paid off okay. I think I would prefer to Fire Blast that to keep the Bomber alive.
Job done.
And we get a little bit of card advantage out of that. Oh, okay. So, card draw mania here. Let's see. We have plenty of cards, so I don't need to worry about playing the Acolyte right now. I think we trade that away to avoid a multi-shot. I'm okay with a deadly shot. A multi-shot I would not have been okay with. I don't want the Oasis to easily trade with the Panther. So we have 8 cards in our hand. I normally don't like these kind of slow tempo plays, but I think it's acceptable in this case. We should have quite a few spells coming up since we have only drawn minions up to this point, and we have at least 2 fireballs and I think 2 frost bolts and an arcane missile. Okay, so now we can have a few ideas here. I think I'd prefer to hold on to the frost bolt. I'm worried about a snipe. Maybe. So let's see if he snipes the ooze. Okay, not a snipe. So let's heal this up.
Another round.
Kill that. Okay. So now we just killed his Oasis Snapjaw without losing any of our minions.
Your magic shall not save you.
Okay, so if it's a snake trap, we can deal with it. Okay, not a snake trap. I don't need to draw any more cards, but I wouldn't mind having a 5/5 Berserker next turn. So let's attack in case it's a misdirection. We'll attack with this.
Job's done.
Okay, so he's gonna take out our panda. That's not bad. Now a multi-shot will not kill the Berserker. So he has 7 cards, we have 9. Okay, Unleash the Hounds. That's fine. Timberwolf. Okay, so now... Okay, another Unleash the Hounds. So now he can definitely clear our board. And we will have to do some pinging and other such actions next turn. Well, the good news is he used 2 cards to take out R2, but he was able to draw 4 cards from that. I think we mostly want to make sure we kill the buzzard, of course, and I think we can wait 1 turn to kill the Timberwolf. If he buffs the Timberwolf, we will just kill it with the Frostbolt. Alright, let's take care of that. I think it'd be best to take care of this. And yeah, I think we better put a Panther out there. I sometimes like playing Mirror Entity like this, in open board, because a lot of times people will throw out a random spell just to try and trigger it. And in this case, Mirror Entity would have been great, but the odds are unlikely that he would have played that first. So, we obviously want to polymorph that. And I think we should kill that. We will, if it's an explosive trap, that's if it's a snipe.
Speak to me.
Okay, if it's an explosive trap, then this is also okay.
Job's done.
Freezing trap, okay, that's fine. Next turn we may want to get a Lord of the Arena out to hold off any crazy charge attempts.
The gates are open.
And I think we should put this here in case of a explosive shot. So we have 9 cards to his 8. Okay, maybe now is an explosive shot? Okay, multi-shot. Okay, I think that was the best possible targets for the multi-shot for us. Otherwise, he could have traded the 2/2 into the Lord of the Arena. Alright, we want to Blizzard to wipe out all of those little guys before he buffs them or does anything else annoying. We won't have much of a play left, unfortunately. But I think it's a necessary evil. We really did not want to take another 7 damage that was on the board, plus whatever else he was able to pull out as far as buffs are concerned. Okay. So if he has a snipe, this will survive. Okay, that's fine. Now, with the imps coming out, this will cheapen up the Sea Giant for us.
You love my new recipe.
Though he may just multi-shot here. It's kind of a weak mirror entity.
My new recipe.
Maybe explosive shot? Yeah, so he definitely got the best 2 he could have gotten. But he has mostly ran out of cards now. We do need to actually finish him off, which is easier said than done.
They'll never know what.
Done.
We have lethal on him now, assuming the Nightblade lives. No, the Nightblade isn't gonna do anything next turn, unfortunately. So I think, we could, if we don't think he's gonna kill us his next turn, we can just hit, Arcane Intellect. Let's Arcane Intellect. And let's hit, play the Jungle Panther. Hopefully he doesn't have a multi-shot, but there's a few ways he could kill us now. If he has a kill command and a beast, he'll kill us. If he has a King Crush, he'll kill us. That's not a beast, so that's okay. Okay. That was a little close for comfort, but we pulled through. Alright, good game. Okay, we are 1-0. We're against Squirtle 7, the Paladin. We don't have a lot of great low-cost cards. We only have, I think, 3 2-drop minions. No 1-drops, no 0-drops. And we were lucky we got actually some pretty decent starting cards. Nothing too aggressive, but we're at least able to make some things happen. I like this as a early drop because we can Fire Blast next turn, deal 2 damage. I'd take out any 3/2 drop he plays. But of course he'll play a 2/3 and we have no counter to that right now. So let's ping it, hit him in the face, and call it a turn. Now we have the option of
We must cleanse the sun.
that's a little annoying. I guess he'll take out the 1/1. Okay. The Scarlet Crusader should be a reasonable card here. Okay, so we're looking at a 1-for-1 trade.
Reporting for duty.
I'll put it on your tab.
Job done.
A true silver would be a pain, but I will then ooze it. If he doesn't true silver, this is the best possible card I think we could play, as it'll at least require him to trade one of his minions plus the token, whereas the Corsair would have just traded the Sun Cleric. Okay. He certainly has a lot of good answers to everything we're playing right now. Which I'm leaning this direction, and then Fire Blast the 1/1. He'll trade the Worgen for the Fairy Dragon most likely, and then we'll take 7 damage. Oh, that's gross. Let's see if anything magical happens here. Okay, that's not awful. I've been trying to hold on to this ooze, and I probably shouldn't have held it this long. I know he will just trade a golem for it, but I think that's better than letting him deal another 2 damage to us, and then we can Fire Blast the golem. Okay, I'm a little nervous now. Okay, that's a good fireball target.
Reporting for duty.
So let's fireball that. I think we're more or less toast here, but we're gonna do what we can to stick around. Okay, let's I don't think there's any possible option here. Let's just see what happens. We're probably 1 mana short for Blizzard, yeah. Would have been the only chance we had. So let's let him go ahead and finish us off. It was a pretty terrible game. I definitely did not play that well. Okay, so let's keep going. Okay, we are 1-1. We're up against Virus the Warlock. I think the only thing we're going to hold on to here is Arcane Missiles. That's definitely a better starting hand. Okay, since he didn't play anything, we'll pass this turn.
Mind if I roll need?
Alright, we're going to hold out and see if we can get the Drake up next turn. So for this turn, we can just ping this, and nothing of value was lost. Okay, so he is playing pretty slow here, which is great for us trying to get the Drake out quickly. Okay, so he just played, well, okay, let's count this up. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards to kill our Drake, but he got one back, so we had a 3-for-1 there. That's, I'm happy with that.
Wanna blow something up? Hope you like my invention.
Job's done.
They'll never know what
If you're sure.
Alright, we're just going to put out the biggest thing we have. Okay, so he chose not to attack with his tiger. I'm hoping, he seems like he might be a new player, so I'm hoping he does not realize the Cobra won't kill the Crusader through the shield. Okay, so we know he's out of demons. He did a good job of pulling out the mirror entity.
well played.
Okay, so we're gonna have to go a little, this is a bit of a gamble in the event he has any sort of a silence.
If you're sure.
But for now, we will just do this. Even if he does have a silence, he can only deal 15 damage to us, which wouldn't kill us. Okay. So he actually just put himself into lethal by the life tap. 6, 3, 1. Alright, good game. Okay, we're 2-1. We're against Kimberly, the Pink Ranger, who is a paladin. I will hold on Arcane Missiles again, and hopefully we can get at least something that we can play early. Oh, that's better. And yeah, so for that last game, we were actually in a pretty tough situation there, but because the Warlock life tapped and brought himself down to 10 health, we were able to win with just a Fireball, Fire Blast, and attacking with our last remaining minion.
Hello.
In the light's name. I hope you like my invention.
Job's done.
Even though he will most likely trade the Light Warden for the Engineer, I think that's okay. Maybe he won't do the trade now. Okay. So we're gonna see what we can take out this turn. Okay, let's do this.
If you're sure.
And basically, one card, Arcane Missiles on us, to trade for 2 of his cards, probably worth it. Even though he now has the go-ahead.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, good. He did not use his turn too effectively. We're not really doing a great play here, but it's better than any of our other options right now. This turn we'll probably Arcane Intellect and Fire Blast. Never mind. We could have been a little more greedy and played Arcane Intellect and then next turn played the Drake, but I would rather get something on the field now. In this situation, I think I would rather use a Fireball and keep the Drake alive. I think this is another situation where instead of taking 2 turns to get through the Fen Creeper, using the Fireball is a reasonable idea. And Arcane Intellect to follow up isn't bad. We could have played the Earthen Ring Farseer, but I would prefer to use his Battle Cry on the Drake next turn if we trade the Drake with something. Well, that's annoying. But I definitely want to kill the owl for free. And then we want to follow up with something that can kill the warden next turn. So I think we want to play the Farseer and maybe the Acolyte. I'm not sure. I think it'd be better to I'm worried about a Consecration, which would kill the Drake and then let him trade the Warden into one of these minions. So I think it's a better option to do this now and avoid Consecration from killing the Drake without it getting an attack. He could heal the Warden, which would be frustrating, but it's not a perfect answer in this situation. Okay, so I was kind of worried about that. I think he's big enough now that we will polymorph it. And the Imp Master will slowly set us up nicely for a Sea Giant next turn. So we have a little board advantage, and we both have 5 cards, and we definitely have the life advantage. Okay, so this turn we should be able to ooze and Sea Giant. Okay, same situation, 5 cards each, but we definitely have a strong board advantage now. Next turn, I think we will Tiger, Mirror Entity, Fire Blast.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, I think that's a little bit better. I was considering hitting the token with the ooze and then fire blasting the frost elemental, but that would leave the ooze at 1 hit point and the light's justice could take it out. So I think we will sit back for a turn and see what happens before we decide how to make these trades. Oh, that's too bad. So there's no way for us to save our minions. If we freeze the Paladin, we could trade the Sea Giant into the Azure Drake, which I think might be the best scenario. So now the Sea Giant's at 1 hit point. He can't use his Light's Justice to kill the Sea Giant, so he has to decide which of these two to trade his Frost Elemental with. I think Mirror Entity is good. I think another Water Elemental is good. And if I ping it, I force him to make a trade. But I think either way he's going to trade it up. So I don't think pinging it is necessary. Alright, that was a decent Mirror Entity. Okay, so the pinging would have been a good idea there, but that's okay.
Reporting for duty.
So if we play the Ravenhold, now what we need to do is hit him for 8 damage, which I think the easiest way to do that would be with the Drake, Water Elemental, and Fire Blast. But we also need to take some stuff off his board, so we'll do that with this Water Elemental. And now he can only win if he can put up a taunt or heal, which he definitely could.
Handle it. The victory.
Alright, that was a good game. Okay, we're 3-1. We're against Raven 450, the Warrior. Since we have the coin, we can hold on to a pair of 3s. I think that's okay.
Hello.
Okay, nothing to play this turn, but we do have some good turns coming up. This seems like a good card to play against his Fiery War Axe, as long as he doesn't have the Taskmaster.
Wanna blow something up?
Oh, there we go. That sucks.
Wanna blow something up?
I'm sorry.
Charge forward!
Okay, I think we want to kill this. And if he wants to use the Fiery War Axe on the dragon, then we can play the Worgen safely next turn. It's hard to deal with these weapons early game. We don't have any ooze or any real counter to it.
Try this. Blood and plunder.
Okay. I was a little bit nervous he would find a way to kill our Corsair. Oh man, he has so many weapons. I expect he'll trade the 3/3 and a swing of the weapon for the Impmaster. But if he does that, we can trade the Imp and a Fire Blast for his Weaponsmith. Okay, I think we can leave those 2 minions alone this turn. I'll regret this if he has a silence.
I dream.
He has a Ysera, so okay. I did not see that card coming. I wish I would have had this Mirror Entity last turn. Ooh, that's a nice card to have in Arena. Yeah, we're basically dead now. We have nothing on the board. He has Ysera, and we only have one card in our hand. And the one last thing we had was his Mirror Entity, which of course he's played very well against.
They'll never know what.
there's not a lot of a chance we have left except to ping him down, draw the other. Well, we already used a fireball, so I don't even think we have enough direct damage left to finish him off. Let's see what card we get. Okay. So with Blizzard we have, if he doesn't kill us his turn, which he probably can, we will be able to stall for one more turn. But I have low expectations for what we can do with that extra turn. Oh man, he has a good answer for everything right now. Gross. Okay, the good news is we can freeze his board this turn. Let's see. Yeah, we're doing what we can. I'm a little concerned he's gotten at least 2 more dream cards. And I mean, we could have fireballed them, but I have pretty much resigned to this being game over for us. So I'm kind of just waiting to see if he can finish us off soon enough. If we want to survive this turn, we have to kill something, so there's that. Ooh, I wonder how many nightmares he got. Apparently 3. Wow. That's a little ridiculous. Okay. Alright, so we're 3 and 2. We just got spanked by a warrior with the Sarah, at least 4 weapons, and who knows what else. That was a crazy deck. We're up against Sapna the Shaman. I think we'll try and get a few smaller cards here. This is okay. Ooh, so that's a good target to Frostbolt, especially with us having something on the board that he could easily run his face into and rage the Worgen. Hopefully he doesn't have another one.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
So this is that scenario where you have to decide if you want to... I could Fire Blast and trade to kill anything on the board he has, but then we couldn't play anything. So I think I would prefer to build the board up a little bit, and also this way we can Still hit him for 1, and we get another card draw out of the Engineer. It's kind of a slow play, but it's not as slow as it would have been if we had Fire Blasted.
We must cleanse
Oh,
the
that's too
Sunwell.
bad. Scarlet Crusader is decent here because it should theoretically trade with both the minions on the board. And by taking out the Searing Totem, he can't knock down the Divine Shield easily. Now, Earth Shock is like a Shaman's favorite card to play against Scarlet Crusaders, so if he has that, we're hosed anyway. Yeah, okay. Well, there goes that. Okay, again, this should trade with the 2 things on the board, but he may have a Lightning Bolt, which would help him, or a Lava Burst. Okay, so he probably is going to make the trades now. I don't want him to be able to draw any more cards. And this is probably a little excessive, but I think it's better than letting him sacrifice the totem for a free card. And we should take out the sheep. It was either that or play Arcane Intellect, but we already have enough cards to play. We just need the mana to get rid of them. Okay, we can put a taunt down to hold off the Worgen. And the Water Elemental is also a good card here.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Ugh. Come on. That's nasty. I'm a little surprised he did that, considering he could have hid behind the taunt totem, but so the problem right now is nothing in our hand can deal with what's on the board. Not this turn anyway. And we are looking at 10 damage at the minimum. So I think we have to fish for something. Nothing there helps us. So we can try one more time for a fireball. Okay, still nothing. Basically our only hope is that he will not have something in his hand to kill us, but I would expect he has something like a lightning bolt. Okay, or that'll do. So, yeah, there goes the end of our terrible arena run with only 3 wins. Ooh, that's nasty. Okay, so let's pull up our crappy prizes. At least we get 3 boxes this time. Okay, 50 gold a pack, so we broke even in the end. Let's go ahead and open up our pack and see what we got. Alright, well, sometimes good things happen to people that didn't really deserve them, but I'm happy with that. Okay, legendary or rare, and some actually pretty good commons. So, alright, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.